Very good morning, dear students. Let us start our class with a silent prayer. I hope that you all are busy with your online classes. Be serious with your classes. Don't waste your time. Students, you remember that you are in 10th class. Time will not come back. Okay. In last class, we have discussed about resources, meaning of resources, types, classification. These are things we have discussed, and now we are coming to next topic, that is soil types and distribution, water sources, types, distribution and water conservation, forest and wildlife uses and their conservation, wildlife and endangered species. Here we will be coming to the first point, that is soil types and distribution. What do you mean by soil types and distribution? Soil has been classified by many scientists. India is known for its topographical structure, vegetation and diversity in its climate. Therefore, Indian soil are classified into following types. First one is alluvial soil. Alluvial soil is also known as clays or loamy soil. It is light brown in color and found up to 490 meters depth. This soil is generally deficient in nitrogen, phosphorus and humus, but rich in potash and lime. Three major rivers of India, that is Satluj, the Gangas and Brahmaputra, originating from Himalayas, and the tributaries transport this soil in India. This soil is found in large areas of the country and is very important. It occupies 40% of total areas of the country. Coming to black soil or regular soil. This soil is also known as regular or black cotton soil. It is dark black in color and made up of finely grained particles. They retain moisture for a long time. They are generally deficient in nitrogen, phosphorus and humus, but rich in potash, lime, magnesium, aluminium and iron. A number of chemical elements are found in this oil. They became sticky when wet and develop cracks or drying up. The cracks help in mixing air in the soil in India. It is found from Gujarat of Amarkandak and Belgaum of Guna. Okay, coming to red soil. The soil is derived by the disintegration of crystalline and metamorphic rocks in dry and wet climates. Okay, yes, the depth and fertility is not same everywhere, as it is made up of different types of rocks. It is porous in nature and is fertile when it is very fine and thin. It consists of iron, aluminium and lime. Coming to laterite soil. This soil is found in the region which have dry and wet seasons by turn. It is formed due to the disintegration of laterite rocks. There are three types of laterite soil: dark laterite soil, white laterite soil and laterite soil of underground water. Okay. It is found in the lower region and highly regions of Tamil Nadu, Coorg district of Karnataka, coastal region of Kerala and all. Okay, coming to desert soil. This soil consists of coarse sand particles. Soil from Rann of Kutch is deposited in the western dry region by southwest monsoon. It contains a large amount of soluble salt contents. Moisture and humus is low, but irrigation makes it fertile. Okay, coming to mountain soil. This type of soil is found on Himalayan ranges. Generally, it is fine, marshy and porous. Its depth is more river valley slopes and mountain slopes. This deposition is seen on the southern steep slopes of Himalaya. Soil of territory period is found in the foothills of mountain slopes, which is slightly sandy, porous and contain less humus. Okay. Now we are coming to soil erosion, harmful effects of soil erosion and soil conservation. What do you mean by soil erosion? Soil erosion is the displacement of the upper layer of soil. It is a form of soil degradation. This natural process is caused by the dynamic activity of erosive agents, that is water, ice, snow, air, plants, animals and human. Now coming to causes of soil erosion. What are the causes of soil erosion? Deforestation, overgrazing, shifting cultivation, wind erosion, non-scientific methods of agriculture. These all are the causes of soil erosion. Now coming to soil conservation. What do you mean by soil conservation? Prevention of soil erosion or depletion is called soil conservation. Prevention of soil erosion or depletion is called soil conservation. Okay. Now we are coming to the third point, water sources, types, distribution and water conservation. Water is a valuable resource. It fulfills our basic needs. It is essential for life or the earth. Water is the main part of the bodies of plants and animals. Human body contains of 70% of water. Okay, here we have different types of water. Okay, sources also. Mainly surface water, groundwater, atmospheric water and ocean water. Okay, and what are the uses of water? We all know that there are many uses. It is very essential for us in our life. Water for drinking, irrigation, power generation, transport, domestic purpose, recreation. For these all things we are using this water. Okay, and you see major sources of irrigation. What are the major sources of irrigation? Canals, well and tube wells, also tanks. These are all are the major sources of irrigation. Coming to fourth point, forest and wildlife uses and their conservation. Forest and wildlife uses and their conservation. The large areas of the earth surface with the dominance of trees in the form of natural vegetation are known as forest. In India we can see that there are different types of forest are there. Okay, and they are tropical evergreen forest, monsoon forest, that is wet monsoon forest and dry monsoon forest, dry tropical forest, forest of delta region, next Himalayan forest. There are mainly 5 types of forest we can see in this India. And when we are coming to the importance of forest to national economy. What are the main importance of forest in national economy? Forests are national wealth. In India, about 20.64% of total geographical areas is under forest. This is 1.7% of the world forest area. The country possesses an average of 0.11 hectare percent area under forest. Variety of unevenly distributed forests are found here. Majority of hardwood trees are found in these forests. Now we will be coming to the direct benefits from the forest. Okay, what are the direct benefits from the forest? First one is forest provides wood. Okay, wood produced in the forest is an important source of fuel. Forest provides us teak, sal, sesame, pine, these kind of woods we are getting. Next one is minor forest produce. Coming to material forests, basic industries and grazing land for animals, employment, help on small scale industries and revenue generation. These all are the direct benefits we are getting from the forest. Coming to the indirect benefits which we are getting from the forest. First one is control soil erosion, then control the climate, check floods, controls expansion of desert areas, rain barriers and coming to increases soil fertility and increases water level and effects on quality of oxygen, natural beauty. These all are the indirect benefits from the forest which we are getting. Now we are coming to the Next point, soil conservation of forest in India. You see, British government made forest policy in 1894 in India. They established forest department in every state for the protection and development of forest. There were two main objectives of this policy: revenue collection and conservation of forest. In first point, in 1950, after independence, Central Forest Board was established. New forest policy was made. Its four main points were: forest area should be increased to 33.3%. Second one, forestation, and third one, protection of forest, and fourth, forestry research. Okay. Second point, the policy was revised on 7th December 1988. The main aim of the forest policy of 1988 is protection, conservation, and development of forest. The policy hold the following objects: maintenance, conservation of natural heritage, check on soil erosion, and check on extension of sand dunes in research areas. These steps to meet the requirement of fuel, wood, increases in productivity of forest. These all things are there. Coming to third point, in 1999, a 20 years National Forestry Action Program was launched to make National Forest Policy of 1988 functional for the development of the forest. Following programs have been launched. First one, establishment of Central Forest Commission. Next, Indian Forest Survey Organization, and establishment of forestry research and education, establishment of woodcraft training center, State Forest Development Corporation, Indian Institute of Forest Management, Forest Conservation Act, Vanamaholsa, Social Forestry, One Tree for Every Child, Joint Forest Management, Forest Fire Control Project. These all are the main points in that. Coming to fifth point, that is wildlife and endangered species. You see, what do you mean by wildlife and endangered species? Here, animals and wildlife are one of the important forest resources because they provide many useful products and an important source of government revenue. Man has destroyed wildlife along with the forest recklessly, due to which existence of wildlife is in danger. Population of lion, tiger, elephant, rhinoceros, etc. is decreasing. It seems that in next few years some species of animals are threatened with extinction. They have to be served for ecological balance. Okay, and coming to conservation of wildlife, following efforts can be made to protect the wildlife. Okay, safeguarding the national habits of the wild animals, and hunting should be restricted, establishing biosphere reserves in forest area, educating public for environment protection at a level of education, implementation of wildlife management programs. These all things we have to establish to protect the conservation of the wildlife. You see that, students. Now here we are completing this chapter. Also we know that this is quite big chapter, and you must learn this chapter very well, and will be coming next day with a new chapter. Thank you so much.